Hello, in the second video I'm going to show you how to exercise the queries over the legislation that we have annotated in the first video. So yeah, here it is. This is editor for a query. Query always needs to be connected to a theory or legislation, which we do here in this button. So I chose interactive session because this is the one that we annotated in the first video, and save. In this way I can change the title and description. All right, and this is the editor. It works in very same way. The only difference is that we have two buttons plus than before, which is call and execute query. All right. So this is the questions that I ask. May the buyer exercise rights according to the article 46 to 55 if the seller is not bound to deliver the goods at any other particular place and the contract of sale involves carriage of the goods and he didn't hand the goods over to the first carrier. Alright, so this is the questions, and now the question, and I'm going to annotate the questions with the terms I used for the legislation, and then I can ask if the answer logically follows what I have annotated in the legislation. So first of all, I will define the terms again. The first term is, for example, this one, may the buyer exercise the rights, which I will annotate as a term, and I will choose from existing terms because I am already choosing from the terms that I have in the legislation. So I choose exercise rights and I press annotate. Alright, this first term is actually the one that I am asking about. I'm asking if this is possible, if the buyer may exercise the rights. So also it is a permission if he is permitted, so I mark it as a connective and I will choose the permission, and because this is what I am asking about, I press goal, this button goal, and now I save it. So this means that this is what is the answer, and I'm asking the tool about this answer if it is true or it is not true. That's why there is the goal button. All right, and the rest I'm going to annotate in the very same way as in the legislation. So I say that the first term is that the seller is not bound to deliver the goods at any other particular place. So I say this term, and I say that it is this one, deliver goods to other particular place. I annotate it. I can save it. The other one is that the contract, sorry, I forgot that it is negated. So I mark it as not with connective not. Alright, I save it. The second term is that the contract involves carriage of the goods. So I press term again, and I choose from existing that the contract involves carriage of the goods, which is this one. I press annotate. And the last is that he didn't hand the goods over to the first carrier. So once again, I mark it, I press term, and I choose handing goods to the carrier, and I annotate it. And once again, he did not do that, so I need to mark it as not, as a negation. Alright, now I save it. So I got three terms that are the facts that happened, or just the facts in the situation, and I have got the goal that I am asking over if the goal is true or it is not. I can see it in formalization. So these are the assumptions. So this is what happened or did not happen, and this is the goal. If there is a permission for buyer to exercise the rights. All right. I can again run consistency check, and I see that the assumptions are consistent with the legislation, and this button I use to execute the query, to ask the tool the questions that I'm asking. So I press it, and it says that this query is valid, that the goal logically follows the assumptions I inserted. In vocabulary, I can see again all the terms that I used, or the labels from the legislation connected to the query. Okay, so thanks for watching the videos, and in case of any questions or problems, let us know on the Slack or GitHub or email. We will be very glad. Thank you.